Tuesday, September 11th, 2001, a day that forever will be remembered as one of pain and anguish for our nation. I was the operations specialist on duty at American Airlines Southeastern Reservations Office in Cary, North Carolina. As an operations specialist, one of my responsibilities includes monitoring emergency situations and forwarding information to American System Operations Control. I am here to share and describe an emergency call that will be etched in my memory for the rest of my life. At approximately 8:20 in the morning on Tuesday, September 11th, Betty Ong, an American Airlines flight attendant, called our reservations office requesting assistance with a situation on American Airlines Flight 11. Before I describe her call, let me tell you about this brave and courageous individual. Betty Ong, affectionately known by her family and friends as B, was a flight attendant with American Airlines for 14 years. She was a very caring, warm, and loving person. Her zest for life, her passion for her job, her ability to make people laugh, and her concern for mankind is what truly made her, along with her fellow crew members, our first heroes of September 11th. In a very calm, professional, and poised demeanor, Betty Ong relayed to us detailed information of the events unfolding on Flight 11. With the assistance of her fellow crew members, she was able to provide us with vital information that would later prove crucial to the investigation. Betty's selfless acts of courage and determination may have saved the lives of many others. She provided some important information which ultimately led to the closing of our nation's airspace for the first time in its history. For approximately 23 minutes, Betty patiently told us that she thought they were being hijacked because 2 or 3 men had gained access to the cockpit and the cabin crew couldn't communicate with the pilots. She informed us that 2 flight attendants had been injured and a passenger might have been fatally stabbed. She indicated that there wasn't a doctor on board, but that they were able to administer oxygen to 1 flight attendant and that she was able to breathe. Although she wasn't able to give us a description of the attackers, she told us the seat locations of these individuals, which helped law enforcement authorities identify the terrorist attackers. The teamwork displayed by Betty and her fellow flight attendants, combined with their extensive training in safety and security, enabled them to relocate the passengers to an area of the cabin out of harm's way. Several media accounts of what occurred on Flight 11 claimed that Betty was hysterical with fear, shrieking, and gasping for air. I am here to tell this commission that those accounts are wrong. As I previously stated, Betty was calm, professional, and in control throughout the call. I honestly believe after my conversation with Betty that the 81 passengers and 9 crew members on Flight 11 had no idea of the fate that they were to encounter that day. Betty, we are here to commemorate you. Your acts of courage on September 11th will never be forgotten. On that day, not only did you have a team of fellow employees in the air, you also had a team pulling together on the ground in reservations and security. Your loving family, your American Airlines family, and your friends are extremely proud of your selfless actions. And I, for one, will forever be grateful and honored to have had the opportunity to know such a truly remarkable person. On that day, you asked, "Pray for us." As I assured you then, I will assure you today, we are, absolutely.
We will now hear the recordings from the 2 phone calls. The first phone call was placed from Betty Ong aboard the Flight 11 to Ms. Gonzalez. We will hear the entire 4.5 minutes that was recorded on that call. Second phone call was placed by Nydia Gonzalez to the American Airlines Operations Center to report the call from Mrs. Ong and to relay the center information Mrs. Ong was providing. You may hear a momentary blank on the tape. The Commission edited a very small portion in order to protect one family member from unnecessary pain. The second phone call we will hear was approximately 20 minutes in duration. Due to time constraints, the Commission has selected 4 minutes from that particular call.
number 3 in the back. The cockpit's not answering. Somebody's stabbed in business class. And I think there's mates that we can't breathe. I don't know. I think we're getting hijacked.
Which flight are you on?
Flight 12.
And what seat are you in? Ma'am, are you there?
Yes.
What seat are you in?
Ma'am, what seat are you in? We just left Boston. We're up in the air.
I know.
We're supposed to go to L.A., and the cockpit's not answering their phone.
Okay, but what seat are you sitting in? What's the number of your seat?
Okay, I'm in my jump seat right now.
Okay.
At 3R.
Okay, you're the flight attendant? I'm sorry, did you say you're the flight attendant?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
What is your
Hi.
name?
You're going to have to speak up. I can't hear you.
Sure, what is your name?
Okay, my name is Betty Ong. I'm number 3 on flight 11.
Okay.
And the cockpit is not answering their phone. And there's somebody stabbed in business class, and we can't breathe in business class. Somebody's got mace or something.
Can you describe the person that you said someone is what in business class?
I'm sitting in the back. Somebody's coming back from business. If you can hold on for 1 second, they're coming back. I want to know who thinks stabbed who, you know? I don't know, but Karen and they got stabbed. Okay. Our number 1 got stabbed. Our purser is stabbed. Nobody knows who stabbed who, and we can't even get up to business class right now because nobody can breathe. Our number 1 is stabbed right now.
Okay.
And our number 5, our first class passengers, our first class galley flight attendant, and our purser has been stabbed. And we can't get to the cockpit. The door won't open. Hello?
Yeah, I'm taking down all the information. We're also, of course, recording this. At this point,
This is operations. What flight number are we talking about?
Flight 12.
Flight 12. Okay, we're on flight 11 right now. This is flight 11.
It's flight 11. I'm sorry, Nydia.
Boston to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Our number 1 has been stabbed, and our 5 has been stabbed. Can anybody get up to the cockpit? Can anybody get up to the cockpit? Okay, we can't even get into the cockpit. We don't know who's up there.
Well, if they were shrewd, they would keep the door closed, and
I'm sorry?
would they not maintain a sterile cockpit?
I think the guys are up there. They might have found their way up there or something. Nobody can call the cockpit. We can't even get inside. Is anybody still there?
Yes, we're still here.
Okay. I'm staying on the line as well.
Okay.
Hi, who is calling reservations? Is this one of the flight attendants, or who are you, hon?
She gave her name as Betty Ong.
Betty?
Yeah, I'm number 3. I'm number 3 on this flight.
You're the number 3 on the flight?
Yes.
And this is flight 11? From where to
flight
where?
11.
Have you guys called anyone else?
No. Somebody's calling medical, and we can't get a doctor.
American Airlines emergency line, please state your emergency.
Hey, this is Nydia, American Airlines calling. I am monitoring a call in which Flight 11, the flight attendant is advising our reps that the pilot, everyone's been stabbed.
Flight 11?
Yeah. They can't get into the cockpit is what I'm hearing.
Okay, who's this I'm talking to?
Excuse me, this is Nydia, American Airlines at the Raleigh Reservation Center. I'm the operations specialist on duty.
And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Nydia
Nydia. And what's your last name?
Gonzalez, Gonzalez.
Raleigh reservations. Okay,
I
now
have
when
the
you...
flight attendant on the line with one of our agents.
Okay. And she's calling how?
Through reservations. I can go in on the line and ask the flight attendant questions.
Okay, I'm assuming they've declared an emergency. Let me get ATC on here. Stand by.
Gotten any contact with anybody? Okay, I'm still on with security, okay, Betty? You're doing a great job. Just stay calm, okay? We are, absolutely.
Okay, we're contacting the flight crew now. We're also contacting ATC.
Okay. It seems like the passengers in this coach might not be aware of what's going on right now.
These two passengers were from first class.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Betty, do you know any information as far as the gentlemen that are in the cockpit with the pilot? Were they from first class? They were sitting in 2A and B.
Okay.
They are in the cockpit with the pilot.
Who's helping them? Is there a doctor on board?
Is there a doctor on board, Betty, that's assisting you guys? You don't have any doctors on board, okay. So you've gotten all the first class passengers out of first class?
Have they taken everyone out of first class?
Yeah, she's just saying that they have. They're in coach. What's going on, honey? Okay, the aircraft is erratic again. Bobbing very erratically. She did say that all the first class passengers have been moved back to coach. So first class, the cabin is empty. What's going on your end, Peg?
We contacted air traffic control. They are going to handle this as a confirmed hijacking. So they're moving all the traffic out of this aircraft's way.
Okay.
He turned his transponder off, so we don't have a definitive altitude for him. We're just going by, they seem to think that they have him on a primary radar. They seem to think that he is descending.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Nydia?
Yes, dear, I'm here.
Okay. I have the dispatcher currently taking the current fuel on board,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to run some profiles
Okay.
to see exactly what his endurance is.
Okay.
Did you...
She doesn't have an idea who the other passenger might be in first. Apparently they might have spread something, so they're having a hard time breathing or getting in that area. What's going on, Betty? Betty, talk to me. Betty, are you there? Betty? Wait, do you think you lost her? Okay, so we'll stay open. I think we might have lost her.
Okay.
This, talk about all you want, this brings it to life. Any of the commissioners have any questions they would like to ask? If not, Ms. Gonzalez, thank you so very, very much for bringing yourself and this to us today. Thank you for your calmness, your heroism, and thank members of the Ong family for their courage in coming here today and for listening to this. Thank you all very much. We have nothing but admiration for your sister.